Hey everybody, Andy Stickel here, and today on the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast, I am going to tell you what I think the definition of an intelligent person is. And I actually changed my definition of an intelligent person this morning based on a quote that I heard on a podcast listening to the Stephen Larson Sales Funnel Radio podcast. So let's go through the intro and then I'll get right to it.
You're not just a lawyer, you're a defender of the defenseless. You possess a license that allows you to fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But while you're fighting for others, who's watching out for you? For far too long, lawyers have been fed line after line by big marketing companies, promising the world and delivering nothing. And even worse, think of all the people you were unable to help just because they didn't know you existed. That ends today. It's time to take the power back. This podcast will teach you how law firm marketing really works, how to not only get more clients, but how to get your dream clients, how to save time, how to save money, how to save energy by only focusing on tactics that work so you can grow your firm and help more people, and how to never get screwed by a marketing company ever again. My name is Andy Stickel, and I've helped thousands of lawyers, and I can help you too. This is the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast.
All right, so what is an intelligent person? You probably think you know. I got a quote right here, and I'm reading because I don't want to screw it up because I really like this quote, and I think this is like the best definition of intelligence that I've ever heard, other than just being naturally smart. So the quote was, what is an intelligent person? An intelligent person is a person who learns from experience. Whose experience? Other people's experience. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is pretty much the definition of my life. Definition of my life? I don't know what it is. This is the story of my life where I have basically learned, I've gone leaps and bounds over things and through different stages of my career using other people's intelligence by not necessarily trying to figure stuff out on my own, by going to people who are smart, who have experience, who who kind of know what they want to do in life, or what I should say is maybe not what they want to do, but basically I look at people who are where I want to be, and then I contact those people, and I either pay them or I hire them, or I pay them or I become friends with them, or whatever I need to do to kind of cozy up to those people so that I can learn from their experience. And I've been doing this since I was really young. When I was 19, okay, so for example, when I was 19, I used to play in a rock band called Seven Blue Skies, and one of the things that I always liked about being in a band was the business side of the music industry. I actually like the business side more than I like the music side, which is probably why I'm not a rock star right now. But I was able to get us these really great opportunities, like opening opportunities for some really, really big artists, like national tours with some really big artists. We got a record deal. We got all types of stuff. And it was all because I was able to kind of maneuver the music industry. But how did I learn how to do that? Well, what I did is I got in touch with somebody, a guy named Ron St. Germain, and I kind of became friends with him. So what ended up happening, I didn't realize that what I was doing at the time, but basically, we kind of understood at an early age that if we wanted to be successful in the music industry, the bands were important, but the bands were not the ones that were actually pulling the strings behind the scenes. Who was pulling the strings were the people that were actually, the executives and the producers and the managers. So we were looking through a bunch of CDs. This is back in probably 2001, 2002. We were looking through a bunch of CD booklets, and we kept seeing this name, Ron St. Germain, over and over and over again. And this was back when Creed was really popular. Creed had that Can You Take Me Higher song. And Ron had produced that. Ron produced 311. He's produced, he's worked with Tool. He's worked with Michael Jackson. He's worked with the Beatles. I think the guy has over $1 billion in record sales throughout the course of his career. And you look at the guy's office, and it's just plastered with platinum records. It's ridiculous. So what I did is I called up a record company, and I basically just kind of BS'd my way until I got his email address. I was like, hey, we're recording a record with this guy, and I can't find his phone number. What do we, and I don't even know what I said, but somehow I ended up with the guy's email address, and I emailed him. And basically ever since then, we became really good friends. And I think that most people don't do that. Most people, and the reason that he talked to me and really, for the next, 6 or 7 years, we had some amazing opportunities from this one contact. But not only that, I learned a ridiculous amount I mean, this guy's been in the music industry for 30 years. He's worked with the Beatles. He's worked with Michael Jackson. He's worked with everybody. And what I was able to learn from him about how to navigate the music industry and just how things worked and just kind of, all that stuff. I mean, years and years, decades of experience that I got just from listening to him and seeing, what his opinions were on things and just following what he did and taking his advice. And as a result of that, we had some really great opportunities. We got a record deal. Didn't work out because, the music industry is the music industry, but never would have happened if I wouldn't have basically found somebody that was smarter than I was, that basically was doing what I wanted to do in the place that I wanted to do it. And I contacted him and we became good friends. And I still talk to him to this day. So, what does this have to do with your law firm? Well, if you want to do anything with your law firm, you've got to find somebody that has more experience than you doing the thing that you want to do. So, for example, if you want to learn how to get much better at intake, maybe you want to get, maybe you're noticing that your close rate in terms of how many people come in for a consultation and hire you is not high enough. Though what you need to do is you need to find a law firm that really knows what they're doing, and that really closes at a high rate, and somehow figure out how do I get in good with, or how do I become friends with the person that designed that system and that runs that system, the owner of the law firm or whoever it is. And sometimes that means just, sometimes that means giving them different gifts. I don't know, just think about, people appreciate like a handwritten letter along with a book that, or a book or, something that, just be creative with it, compliments go a very long way. Offering to buy them lunch or take them out for coffee or something like that, it goes a really long way. Or if there's somebody that has a good system in place for how to get more clients to hire you in consultations, then what you do is you pay them, or you take a sales course and you pay a good sales trainer. But you got to make sure that you find somebody who's really good and understands what you're trying to do, or is already doing what you're trying to do, and then just learn from their experience. That's how I've gotten everywhere in my life. That's how I've gotten to where I am. I'm really good at marketing, but I didn't just get really good at marketing. I didn't just wake up understanding how marketing works. I paid a lot of money to a lot of different people who are already good at marketing, who already make millions of dollars a year. In fact, my business coach, who is basically my mentor in marketing, and it's funny because he's actually younger than me, he makes about $1 million a month. And that's where I would like to get. I don't make $1 million a month, but I see someone who makes $1 million a month and I say, okay, that's where I want to get. I'm going to pay you to teach me how to do that. And I did an episode on coaching a few weeks ago for the podcast, but this quote really just kind of, I wish I would have had this quote for that episode because it's such a great quote. You can skip decades ahead just by using the intelligence of somebody else, using the experience of somebody else who maybe isn't necessarily smarter than you, but has already achieved the things that you want to achieve. There's a Tony Robbins quote that basically talks about you can always identify the pioneers because they're the ones laying face down in the ditch with arrows in their backs. And it's true. Don't be a pioneer. Try to figure out who's already successful, who's already doing what you're trying to do, and cozy up to them. Whether you have to pay them, whether you have to buy them, bribe them, even if they don't realize you're bribing them. But just stand down, do whatever you have to do to get with them and learn what they do and let them teach you what they do. That's why a lot of lawyers hire me for the Social Media Marketing for Lawyers Masterclass, where I coach them how to get leads using social media, because they don't necessarily want to go through that painful process of trying to figure it out on their own. So a lot of lawyers will just come to me. They'll say, "Hey, I want this type of client," and I'll say, "Okay, what do you, where do you live? What type of client do you want? Tell me a little bit about your law firm." And I say, "Okay, here's what you do." Bop, 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 bop. And I tell them exactly what to do. And if they have any questions, they just contact me, or they post in we have a private Facebook group, and they get it done, and they save tons of time and tons of money because they're using my experience on how to get leads for a law firm. So Once again, that quote is, I'm going to read it one more time. What is an intelligent person? An intelligent person is a person who learns from experience. Whose experience? Other people's experience. Be an intelligent person. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Hey, thanks for listening to the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast. Remember to subscribe and to leave a review. Do you ever feel like you're lost when it comes to marketing your law firm? Like you just don't know where to start, or maybe you're confused by all the information out there, all the conflicting information? Well, I've helped lawyers, thousands of lawyers just like you, grow their law firms with proven strategies, and I can help you too. There's no need to waste any more time or any more money on strategies that don't work, or strategies that you're not even sure if they're going to work. Well, I've tested so many strategies and I know what works, and more importantly, I know what doesn't work. I can show you exactly how to get more clients, more cases, and make more money for your law firm. There's no more guesswork. When you work with me, you'll have a proven strategy that will help you grow your law firm, and you'll have access to an expert who's helped thousands of lawyers, walking you through the entire process. So let's work together. Book a free strategy session with my team today. Just go to chatwithandy.com. That's chatwithandy.com and fill out a quick survey that lets me learn a little bit about your law firm. Then book a call and talk with my team. You'll learn exactly how this strategy works and if it'll work for your law firm specifically. You'll never waste time or money or get screwed by a marketing company ever again. Now, on this call, we're going to do three things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to learn about your law firm. And then the second thing is we're going to find out if you're actually a good fit to work with us. And then the third thing we're going to do is if we can help you, and if you're a good fit, then we're going to tell you what we have to offer. So you don't have to worry. There's no hard sell or anything. My team, the people that you'll talk to are not salespeople. They're just designed to kind of identify, can we help you and are you a good fit? And then they'll kind of make the offer and let you know if it's something that if it's something you want our help with. So go to chatwithandy.com today and book your call, and I look forward to working with you.